Let's go 4-0. Number one, and we do rank these. These are in order of priority. It is George Pickens, over 62.5. The best schematic matchup for Dallas. He averages 3 yards per route run. That's outstanding. So if you just cut that by 33%, and now you're down to 2, it's still excellent. So just to put it into perspective, gets targeted decently, 0.24 targets per route run. Decent sample too, 101 routes against cover 3 and cover 4, which they use at a 55% clip. I do believe he'll see a lot of my guy, Max Melton. Shout out to the Melton family. But he is a former safety. He is fast. I actually saw him run his 40 at the Combine. I recorded his 40. I texted it to his father, who was not there. He's very fast. I believe he ran like a 4.39, I believe. So he's very fast, and he's a tough guy. But I'm just fascinated because I watched this guy play a high school football game, and I think he was 13 years old. But he was, by the way, one of the best players on the field. So, yeah, he's a second-round pick for a reason. Great matchup. But George, I do believe, will get him or get them enough to hit this number. Next up, again, this is kind of the deal we have to address on, game day. Is I was in on Javonte Williams at 60.5 on Friday. I didn't want to, Friday we're focusing on Sunday, so we didn't mention it. Well, it's been bet up to 65.5, so that's a little unfortunate. I still like it, though. I can't come on here and say, sorry, I don't have any props. I picked the best 4 ones that I see, and this is number 2, over 65.5. As I mentioned, little game script sensitive, obviously, when they're up. And when they're winning, they always play well, better at least, in Dallas. Javonte gets the ball. He has 19, 16, and 18 carries in their 3 wins. Even Josh Jacobs got them for 55 on 13 carries last week with 2 touchdowns, and he's been very sluggish this year. It's not an unbelievable matchup. They're middling, 14th fewest adjusted yards before contact, 15th fewest rushing yards per game, but they're still giving up 86 yards a game. And Jaden Blue is just barely involved these days. It's really mostly all Javonte Williams. So we'll go on the over, and then we will, in fact, go in on Marvin Harrison Jr. over 59.5. It should be doable. They are 3-point underdogs in Dallas. We do have a total over 50. What is it? 52. So this should be a pretty good environment. And Tom Brawley, I believe, hit the nose on the hit it out of the park with his comment. The nail in the head is what I was trying to say. But maybe Jacoby Brissett can unlock or continue to unlock these guys. And maybe one of the reasons that Marvin Harrison has underwhelmed a little bit is because he's playing with Kyler Murray. So I feel good about it. Not the greatest schematic, but again, he should be good against man coverage. He's Marvin Harrison's son. Marvin Harrison is one of the best receivers of all time. Very precise guy. Route running was superb, immaculate. So this is, that's the type of player that Marvin Harrison is in a lot of ways. He's a more physical, he's a larger version, but he should, in theory, crush man coverage. And maybe the reason he's not, again, is Kyler. And when he's out there, he's going to be up against Trequezie Bridges. I'm not that familiar with that individual, I will say, but he is filling in. He's a backup. He's filling in for Trayvon Diggs, and he gives up 0.58 fantasy points per route run. We've got 90-plus DBs on our wide receiver corner board at fantasypoints.com, which is also available now on VSiN, which has all the schematic data, the alignment numbers and all that. Bridges, number 1, giving up the most fantasy points per route run. So if Marvin can't do it here, playing from behind most likely, no weather problems, good environment in Big D. We got to get to 60 yards here. Although we are in November, and these are the Cardinals, and Marvin's been a little underwhelming, so it might be close, but we're going to go over there, 59.5. And then my least favorite one, but got to take it under here. I did consider Trey McBride, but I can't do it. I love Trey McBride too much. He's too good, although he does struggle against man coverage. and they do run a lot of man coverage. And the Cowboys are pretty good against tight ends. Not great, but they're certainly average. Like they're middling basically. But the schematic's not too great. I'm going to pass on that. I can't watch Trey McBride and root for him to go under. I love Trey McBride too much. Zonovan Knight, though, the Dark Knight, screw this backfield. I say it's fantasy wasteland. Amari DiMercato is potentially in the mix. They're going to elevate Michael Carter. They are 3-point road underdogs. It's not the greatest matchup. It's not the worst, but Cowboys did get run all over by Denver last week with 150-plus yards. They do give up the 6th most adjusted yards before contact and the 7th most rushing yards per game. So in theory, this might not be a great play. So this is why it's at the bottom. But again, 54.5. There were only, it's like 38% of the runners, the lead runners this week even got to 60 yards. So don't love it. The Opta AI projection is under at 46.94. Fantasy points projection is under at 51.2. So we'll go for it. Last one on the board. But if you want to get frisky, it's the best under that I could find, quite frankly. I am not a big under guy, that is for sure. Monday Night Special. The whole special thing started on Thursday. Now we did this show. Let's expand it out to Monday. Now, do I love this? Not really. I mean, it's a high payoff one, but the Cowboys are playing more man coverage. And when you're a quarterback, you like the man coverage. You like the backs to the quarterback and all that. It makes it a little bit easier to take off and run. Jacoby Brissett, the number is 14.5 rushing yards. He is running just a little bit. They don't have a great backfield. They aren't wonderful in the red zone. Marvin Harrison hasn't been that dominant in the red zone. Trey McBride couldn't buy a touchdown in his career up until just recently. So let's go with Jacoby Brissett anytime touchdown. First and goal at the 1. Let's push it in, baby, at plus 500.
Thanks for watching, but don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at zero cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.